Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. I'm Gwendolyn Morton. Starting today in Madison County, a Berea man is now facing attempted murder and domestic violence charges after police say he shot his wife. The citation states that police responded to Logsdon Heights Tuesday of a report for a person being shot. The suspect, Aaron Clark, was standing in front of the home when police arrived. The victim was located in the home with a reported gunshot wound. Police say that Clark admitted to getting into an altercation with the victim before he shot her. We're going to keep you up to date with more details on this story as they become available. Well, some good news for Eastern Kentucky University, the City of Richmond. The governor visited City Hall yesterday and awarded a $369,000 to the school, which will pay for new 6-foot-wide sidewalks as well as more lighting on campus. The sidewalk will also feature new ramps that comply with Americans with Disabilities Acts. With the story, here's Marissa Hempel.
Governor Beshear and other local and state leaders gathered at Richmond City Hall Tuesday night with a large check in hand, specifically to help revitalize an area of Summit Street overlooking much of Eastern Kentucky University that aims to keep students safe.
So today, I'm happy to be here, and I'm not going to short you $1 to present $369,200 to Eastern Kentucky University from the TAP program.
The Summit Street Sidewalks and Lighting Project was conceptualized to help ensure the safety of EKU students, staff, and visitors as they travel from campus to the bustling area of downtown Richmond.
A new 6-foot wide concrete sidewalk on the south side of Summit Street that stretches to the corner of University Drive. The project will include new lighting to improve safety for students walking early in the morning or late at night. It'll include a new ADA compliant ramps at street crossings and striped crosswalks for all students, staffs, and residents so they have a safe place to walk. This project helps protect our people and the students and faculty at EKU.
President of EKU, Dr. David McFadden, said that this would not be possible without the hard work of Governor Beshear and local legislators.
This is such a great announcement for us to be able to create a safe path for students to get to and from our community here in downtown to campus. I want to say to the governor a big thanks, especially thankful to the legislature, Representative Fraser Gordon, Representative Wesley, their continued support of the many investments that we've had here in our community. So we are blessed to have the support in Frankfort, folks who are fighting for us every day.
Beshear commended all the local leaders in Madison County and across the state, as well as in Richmond, saying that much business has come to the area.
You got the state's first Buc-ee's, and that's bringing people from all around. Pretty soon, the new App Harvest facility is going to be operationalized. We have a new program out at the airport with EKU, and talk about pilots being in such demand and what that's going to do. But day in and day out, it feels like we have a new jobs announcement in Madison County. It's your leadership, your local leadership, Judge, Mayor Pro Tem, that is doing so much to put this community forward. And it is a part of a special time in the Commonwealth.
Stay tuned as WBON TV will compile more information from his visit to Richmond, including a statewide report that deals with the ever-rising gas prices and lowering of unemployment rates across the state. For WBONTV.com and Channel 9 News, I'm Marissa Hempel.
Thanks, Marissa, for that story. Well, an Irvine couple has recently been taken into custody following reports that they allegedly stole $19,000 from an elderly person's account. The Irvine Police Department on Tuesday received a complaint of suspicious activity on a bank account belonging to an elderly person. Police reportedly estimated at least $19,160 had been illegally obtained for the account via unauthorized checks. Placed under arrest were 42-year-old Brandy Farthing and 53-year-old Paul Descato, both of Edgewater Drive in Irvine. Reportedly, Descato admitted cashing the checks and stated Farthing filled them out. Descato also reportedly stated that the money was used for his and Farthing's drug habit. The couple are facing a varying burglary and theft-related charges, as well as exploitation of an adult. Both were lodged at the Three Forks Regional in Beattyville. Well, in a follow-up to a story we brought you yesterday, the driver of a motorcycle accident that claimed the life in Laurel County has been identified as 55-year-old Edward Markham of East Bernstadt. Officials say Markham crashed into a tractor trailer as it was pulling onto US 25 from a business parking lot. The crash occurred on US 25 near the intersection of Glenview Road, approximately 2 miles north of London on Tuesday morning at about 5:43 a.m. The tractor trailer driver was not injured, according to authorities. Wolfe County Search and Rescue pulled off another daring rescue, according to the team. They received a report of a pair of backpackers, a father and a 10-year-old son, who were overdue for a welfare check with a member of their family. The group had last called at 2:30 p.m. just prior to ascending Indian Staircase. They advised the family member that if they had not heard back from them in 30 minutes, that something had gone awry. The father had some backpacking experience and was typically mindful of his check-ins. 10 search and rescue members were dispatched into teams and deployed into the woods to search an area that included all of the trails and the bases of cliff lines in the general vicinity of Indian Staircase. At about 10:30 p.m. last night, the group was located near Gladdy Creek, near the junction of Lost Branch, uninjured and enjoying their camp. The father's cell phone battery had died and he had planned to charge it at camp and then call the mother. Unfortunately, they did not have any cell service at the campsite and he was unable to make the call. Keeping in mind, first responders say that if the plan for your next adventure involves frequent check-ins, do not solely rely on a cell phone as your means of contact. Cell service in the Red River Gorge and in most wild places across the country, for that matter, is unreliable and spotty at best. Instead, consider investing in a satellite messaging device such as a Garmin InReach or a similar product that allows you to both provide safety check-ins when needed and also activate an SOS feature in an emergency. Bringing a backup battery to charge essential electronics is always a good idea. Be sure to bring the battery along with you when you leave camp. Remember, the time when you need the battery is when the unexpected happens. Well, the state's annual overdose report issued this week showed some shocking numbers. According to the report, addiction remains one of the most critical public health and safety issues facing the Commonwealth of Kentucky. In particular, the diversion of abuse of prescription drugs, heroin, methamphetamine, and illicit fentanyl have contributed to an alarming, sustained increase in overdose deaths. With the exception of an isolated reduction in 2018, the annual number of overdose deaths has grown year after year among Kentucky residents. In 2020, there were 1,964 overdose deaths. That was a 49% increase from 2019. In 2021, there were 2,250 overdose deaths. That was a 14.5% increase from 2020. This concerning trend of increasing overdose deaths is due to several contributing factors. The Kentucky Office of Drug Control Policy believes that the most significant contributors have been the rise in illicit fentanyl and indirect effects from the COVID-19 pandemic, which brought a rise in overdose deaths and new addictions nationwide. There has been an increase in illicit fentanyl and its analogs within the drug supply. An opioid was involved in 90% of all overdose deaths in Kentucky, and fentanyl was detected in more than 70% of those cases, not only in Kentucky, but nationwide. The problem is exacerbated by the widespread availability of potent, inexpensive methamphetamine. COVID-19 caused interruptions to people's daily lives, bringing about greater isolation, economic concerns, and increased anxiety about the future, public health, sickness, and the ability to meet one's basic needs. All of these are detrimental to those struggling with addiction or in recovery. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We've got weather coming up right after this, another hot day out there. Let's see what Todd Nelson says about the rest of the week.
You may think the only way to pay for a nursing home is to spend down your life savings or sell your home. Elder Law Lexington can protect your home and life savings through a comprehensive plan so you can qualify for Medicaid. When there's a plan in place, you can rest assured knowing your estate is handled and your family is covered. Give them a call at 888-4ELDER-LAW or go to elderlawlexington.com. Their Berea office is now open for your convenience.
Here at Madison HVAC, it is our job to keep you comfortable. We make projects pain-free for homeowners by providing solutions that fix the problem. With upfront pricing and multiple financing plans, no matter what shape your credit is in, there is always a budget-friendly option. Don't forget, we offer free quotes and second opinions. Give Madison HVAC a call at 859-625-1471, and remember, we fix that too.
When you're a homeowner, taking care of everything around your home can be a daunting task, including repainting your fence or that barn that's been neglected for way too long. Make it easy on yourself and rely on the experts at Miller Hill Barn and Fence Painting. They're the go-to here in Madison County when it comes to new fence estimates or repairs and painting, whether it's for a farm or privacy fence or barn. Contact either of their two convenient phone numbers at 859-353-9479 or 661-0533.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Fayette County Corrections is seeking employees who want to work now, and they are ready and willing to help you get started today.
When you first come here, you'll be with me for 5 weeks, and we will teach you the book work, which consists of PowerPoints, some physical activity.
Working at the Fayette Corrections facility is a job you can be proud of.
When I leave at home, I will tell my kids that, hey, I'm going to work to keep the bad guys in so you all be safe on the outside.
Apply today at lexingtonky.gov/correctionsjobs.
Locally family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is a full-service construction company offering full-service home maintenance. Bluegrass Restoration specializes in wind, fire, and water damage and mold remediation with 24/7 emergency services. Bluegrass Restoration and Construction is here to serve you during any emergency. All their services are performed in-house with no subcontractors. No job is too big or small for Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Give them a call at 859-353-1133.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on Channel 9. It's time now for weather. We've got meteorologist Todd Nelson in the studio to tell us all about the weather, but just really quick before we get started, we did just get a weather alert for central Kentucky. It looks like we are under a severe thunderstorm watch for the area until 8 p.m. tonight. Also, it looks like that heat is really cranking up out there too. There's a heat watch on effect for us as well. Todd Nelson has all the other details right now in the Weather Center.
Thanks, Gwendolyn, and welcome back to the Madison HVAC Weather Center. We're going to have some pretty warm conditions yet this evening and even a spotty severe weather threat. But the good news is that weather conditions look cooler and drier for the end of the week. But again, a little unsettled this evening with some showers and thunderstorms working through. Midnight, we'll have some additional rain chances, temperatures falling into the 70s. But again, feels like temps early this evening, still into the upper 90s, maybe even around the triple digits. And then the feels feels like temps by early tomorrow morning, actually down into the mid-60s. So again, we have that heat advisory in place yet through 8 p.m. And then, of course, looking at a spotty severe threat, just a marginal risk. Wind and hail really the primary concern, especially north and east of us. But this is what it looks like as we continue on through the evening. Line of showers and storms drifting to the south. A couple of pockets of locally heavy rain, not too widespread or heavy. Then as you notice, Thursday and Friday actually looking quite nice. And dew points through the end of the week will be much lower as well. So waking up to 66 tomorrow morning in the greater Richmond area. Here's our hour-to-hour forecast on Thursday. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures warming into the mid, maybe even upper 80s for tomorrow afternoon. That'll be about 10 degrees cooler than today. And as I mentioned, our dew points will be lower as well. So 86 won't feel as bad, and we'll have a nice little breeze to go with that. Friday, a little warmer, climbing into the upper 80s, maybe even close to 90. And then the extended outlook does keep us warmer than average from June 30th to July 6th. So again, kind of an up and down in terms of temperatures and humidity and feels like temps. So Thursday, again, drier and quieter, 86 degrees, closing in on near 90 on Friday. And then 90s return this upcoming weekend. Better chance of thunderstorms late Sunday and into Monday. And then we'll cool off again by the middle part of next week. Back to you, Gwendolyn.
Thanks, Todd. And for weather all the time, you'll find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com, courtesy of Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. Going to take a quick look at this day in weather history. In 1990 at 6:53 p.m., an F1 tornado touched down 10 miles west of London and tracked eastward to 2 miles northeast of London. The tornado moved through the small community of Pittsburgh. Several mobile homes were damaged and many large trees were blown down onto power lines. An auto sales building was also damaged. The path length was 12 miles and path width 50 yards with an estimated range of winds from 73 miles per hour to 112 miles per hour. That was this day in weather history. Moving over to Clay County now, the Clay County Sheriff's deputies recently arrested 24-year-old Colton Withrow of London after units received a complaint of a man passed out in a vehicle and wasn't responding. Upon arrival, police located the suspect and were finally able to wake him up. Police say after an investigation, it was determined that Withrow was allegedly manifestly under the influence of intoxicants. During the search of the suspect, while a white crystal-like substance, marijuana, and a glass pipe were located on his person. Withrow was charged with public intoxication of a controlled substance, excluding alcohol, possession of marijuana, improper parking violations, possession of a controlled substance, first-degree first offense methamphetamine, and drug paraphernalia by possess. Well, after 40 years of service, Shaker Village of Pleasant Hill has announced they are ending their riverboat cruises on the Kentucky River. Officials cite the difficulty in procuring specialty parts for maintenance had led to the challenges in operating cruises as regularly scheduled, along with the rising cost of maritime insurance and the difficulty of dry docking the vessel for inspections, led to the decision to shut down the riverboat operations. Shaker Landing remains open to the public for hiking, for canoe and kayak launches. Shaker Village also hosts a monthly series of daytime and nighttime guided paddling experiences on the Kentucky River, with tickets available on the online event calendar. And with that, we're going to take another short break. We've got sports coming up in just a moment right here on Live at 5.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
The American farmer represents hard work, determination, and quality. When it comes to taking care of their land, those farmers need the best on their side. That's why they trust Hill Tire for all their tire needs. Hill Tire is a family-owned and operated business located on Irvine Road in Richmond, and they are the leader in farm, semi, and passenger tires in the area. They offer brands such as Michelin, Yokohama, Goodyear, and Hankook, just to name a few. Hill Tire will come to you as well. For more information, like Hill Tire on Facebook or call or text 859-353-9479.
At Fast Flow Plumbing, you aren't sending your money to Texas and Florida to the big corporate plumbing companies. We're local, and that allows us to invest in the latest technologies like Permaliner for no-dig sewer replacements, which we warranty for 20 years. Fast Flow is the future of plumbing. Don't destroy your landscaping and finished basement because a plumber tells you he has to replace your sewer. Keep your home beautiful. Call a local pro at Fast Flow.
Hi, I'm Ben Rollins, grandson of Hall of Fame baseball coach at EKU, Jim Ward. The next time you are looking for a new or gently used vehicle to purchase, I would love for you to stop by and see me at Gates Ford in Richmond, Kentucky. With 5 local lots, we have a huge inventory selection to choose from.
They call me ZZ Top. I put my hands on every car on the lot.
Just imagine a place where God, family, America, and treating people right is demonstrated on a daily basis. If this sounds like a place you'd like to do business, come see me, Ben Rollins, at Gates Ford in Richmond, Kentucky.
WBON TV9 is proud to be your source for local news, local weather, and local sports. At WBON TV9, we pride ourselves on being the local leader when something happens in our area. Channel 9 reaches nearly 900,000 people with our over-the-air coverage. WBON TV9 is also the #1 source you turn to locally for news on Facebook and WBONTV.com. Now you can enjoy all the local news, weather, and sports each weekday afternoon. Join us each weekday from 5 to 5:30 for the Live at 5 Newscast. It's streaming on the WBON TV Facebook page, YouTube channel, Roku channel, and our live player on WBONTV.com. And of course on Richmond's new and first TV channel, available on Channel 9.1 over the air, Spectrum Channel 712, and on Urban Community Television, PRTC Cable, and Crystal Broadband. WBON TV, where every local story starts here.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on Channel 9. In 2013, when Madison Central won the state basketball championship, Kenjay Bosley was the player who hit the game-winning shot to secure the title over Ballard. Earlier this week, he broke some news on his personal Facebook page, and with more on that, and then Michael Watkins with sports.
Former Madison Central basketball player Kenjay Bosley announced on his Facebook page earlier the week that he was retiring from playing professional basketball. In a statement on his Facebook page, he said, "I will never retire from the game, but this is the end of my playing career. Thank you to my family and friends for supporting me. Thank you to every teammate I've had in AAU, high school, college, and pros for teaching me different ways to see the game. Thank you to all of my coaches for shaping my game on the court and in life." He also went on to say, "Thank you to every president or GM that gave me an opportunity to play for your clubs. All love." Bosley was made famous for the state championship team at Madison Central that played along with Dominique Hawkins, who went on to play at Kentucky. Bosley played at Kentucky Wesleyan, and he will forever be known as the young man that knocked down the game-winning shot in that championship game versus Ballard. EKU football announced the kickoff times and themes for its 6 home games yesterday. The Colonels will open up the 2022 home slate on September 17th against Charleston Southern at 6 p.m. at Roy Kidd Stadium. EKU will honor its tremendous educators with the Extra Yard for Teachers game. They will also host Family Weekend and Hall of Fame Weekend on October 1st when they face Southern Utah at 6 p.m. Sam Houston visits Richmond for a rematch of last year's November showdown on October 15th for another 6 p.m. kickoff. EKU will be celebrating its annual Pink Game as well as Youth Sports Day on this day. The Colonels will celebrate homecoming on October 22nd against North Alabama at 3 p.m. Eastern Kentucky will celebrate the Armed Forces on Military Appreciation Day on November 5th against Central Arkansas, and the home schedule will conclude on November 19th with Senior Day and Band Day against Kennesaw State at 3 p.m. Additionally, 4 of EKU's road games times have been announced. The Colonels will visit Eastern Michigan on September 2nd at 7 p.m. and will travel to Bowling Green on September 10th for a 4 p.m. kickoff. EKU will also face Southeast Missouri on October 29th at 2 p.m. and Jacksonville State on November 12th at 2 p.m. For more information about the schedule or to get your tickets, you can visit EKUsports.com. For WBON TV Sports, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that sports update. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back with more news on Live at 5.
Man Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Man Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your hosts Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins as they break down, recap, and preview sports news in our area. Each Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON TV Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham and Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham and Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
When perfect is in the air, you can feel it. Presenting the new Ultimate Comfort System from Lennox, the most advanced heating and air conditioning system ever.
Call 859-779-0122 now and get the best Lennox home comfort systems at a price you'll love. That's affordable heating and air at 859-779-0122 or online at affordableheating-air.com.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on Channel 9. We've talked a lot about the heat that has just been sitting right on top of Kentucky for a couple of weeks now, a brief break over the weekend, but the heat is back and we've got ways to prevent heat stroke in hot cars. First, never leave your child alone in a car, not even during a quick trip to the store. Make sure you keep your car doors and trunks locked and keep key fobs out of reach so kids can't climb into cars on their own. You can create reminders. Place your phone, a briefcase, or a purse in the back seat when traveling with a child so you can remember to grab that item out of the car and know that the child is safe. And take action. If you see a child alone in a car, make sure you call 911. Better to be safe than sorry. Well, taking a look now over at the COVID testing sites. We haven't looked at those recently. Those COVID tests, the COVID rate has gone back up here in Madison County. If you're not feeling well, tomorrow, Thursday, you can go to the Big Hill Christian Church from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. You can also go on Friday to the Big Hill Christian Church, same hours, or in Lancaster on Fridays, that Gary County Health Department is open for testing 1 to 5. This is the new weekly testing schedule. Testing also available on site at each clinic location during business hours. If you're looking for a vaccine or a booster, You can go to any of the White House Clinic locations, McKee, Mount Vernon, Berea, Irvine, Richmond, Berea Primary Care. And you can also find out more information at 1-855-WHAPPTS. Anyone age 5 and older can get one of those vaccines. Thanks so much for joining us today on Live at 5. We'll be right back here tomorrow. More news, sports, and weather. Have a great afternoon. See you tomorrow.